Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. If you like precious metals, if you want to be updated on a day-to-day basis in the newest, latest, freshest news in the world of precious metals, I am your guide. This is your channel. Make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you get instantly notified every time I post a video. And yes, I'm posting 2 to 3 videos a day, every single day. So make sure you smash these like buttons. Let's see if this video can get 150 likes. I know we can do it. I know we can hit that goal. Everyone smash the like button right now. Gold and silver manipulation opinions, who cares? Well, I know one person that cares. I definitely do, because if silver prices are being manipulated, being controlled, if they're in a bubble, then what's the point? So I have a couple articles. One is titled That, and another one is There's a Seller in Gold, Silver, and Platinum Trying to Break Out. We know that we need some high potential for silver. We need some high volatility, but we also need higher prices. And right now, silver is now looking too pretty at $14.95, down 31 cents on the day. Actually, gold and platinum are both in the red as well. Gold at $1,687, down $26, and platinum at $771, down $7. So let's jump into this article. But also, before we start, make sure to smash that like button. Every single one of you smash the like button. I do a lot of giveaways. Who doesn't like free silver? If you want a chance, you gotta hit the like button. So anyways, for years, it has been thought that there is manipulation in the metals market. I've made several videos about it. We've seen JP Morgan spoofing, placing false buy orders on these exchanges, tricking people into thinking. So it's not a conspiracy. But anyways, he goes on to say the conspiracy theorists are once again out in force, spewing their ignorance about markets being manipulated. All markets need a buyer and a seller to complete a trade. How can that process be manipulated? Price discovery is another component of a trade. There's when a buyer and a seller meet. Where's the manipulation? Well, I can tell you right now, the manipulation is when JP Morgan puts in millions of dollars in buy orders and then cancels them before they go through, tricking other people into thinking the markets are being bought up, so they start buying it up. And then that's how is that not manipulation? They're manipulating, just like calling Bitcoin a scam, telling people that Bitcoin's a scam. Everyone sells their Bitcoin drops thousands of dollars in price, and then JP Morgan, after just calling it a scam, then buys millions of dollars in Bitcoin right afterwards for much cheaper. That's manipulation. It's actually a punishable crime now. It's called spoofing, placing false buy orders on these exchanges, and 3 of JP Morgan's employees actually got arrested for it. So there is manipulation going on, trust me. Can the metals market have some irregularities? The answer is of course. All markets are subject of inside information and the potential of questionable practices. Manipulation is not one of them. Price discovery handles the exchange. The buyer does not have to buy. The seller does not have to sell. There is one characteristic of all markets. Price action determines everything. It's that simple. Good investors and traders can overlook the conspiracy theorists and nonsense they bring by watching the price action. Opinions have no place in the market, although we all have one. And that's true. Now, not saying that this is, because there's many different variations, many different variables that affect the price of silver, whether it's supply and demand, surplus, whether it's, the exchanges, there's so many different angles. The economy, the value of the dollar, right? The dollar index, stock market volatility, FOMC cutting interest rate, everything has a little point into and can be affected by precious metals prices and does affect the price. So not saying that one is right and one is wrong, everything together, whether the state of the economy is in good or bad shape, they all have, they individually can influence the price of silver. So we are long on gold, silver, and platinum, although we do have concerns about the recent price action. We use a proprietary algorithm to enter and exit all trades, which means we do not deviate from the model whether I personally agree or not. For all you conspiracy theorists, my grandma liked to bet on the horses. We kept telling her the races were fixed. Her comeback, maybe I'll bet on the crooked horse. Think about it. I'll be doing a webinar talking about his webinar. So anyways, I wanted to share that because it shares that people have opinions in the markets, and just like the Seeking Alpha trading bot, the VCPMI, it's a trading robot that uses artificial intelligence and goes off of algorithms and trades without any biased opinions. So it's very accurate because there's no opinions, there's no emotional attachment into it, and it can just invest accordingly. And that's very important to remember, because sometimes the emotional attachment can definitely screw things and twist things and make it harder to see the reality or the realistic approach, or the more or the successful approach, because we get distracted and there's so much chaos and controversy, especially going on right now. It can be very easy to fall victim to that. So anyways, there is a seller in gold, silver, and platinum trying to break out. So gold continues in a solid uptrend. However, there appears to be a big seller in the yellow metal. Excuse me. On Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, gold made a dramatic down move from about 15 minutes each day on heavy volume. The moves have been between $20 and $40 lower following a small rally. This actually looks like forced liquidation, but the pattern is weakening at the same time. We are still long on and bullish on gold, but we do have concerns. So, silver and platinum have been weak, but both are trying to push higher, and right now it's not looking so. Silver looks to be in a position to test the $16 level in the July futures, and platinum $850 in July futures. The longer-term pattern suggests there is room to move to the upside. However, the weakness is a concern. We remain bullish and long on both. I definitely do as well. Right now, looking at these prices, it doesn't mean that that prices are going to skyrocket overnight. These markets are much slower, especially if you're going to compare them to stock markets or Bitcoin. Gold and silver is more of a positioning, a hedge against inflation. And if you're not investing with that mind state, it's going to be very easy to get very frustrated because the markets move so slow. And that's the whole point, is it's not about the markets moving quickly or not, because if the markets do move quickly, it's going to crash just as quick, if not quicker. So it's building up, it's accumulating your silver and gold over time to hold them, to hedge against the dollar as the dollar loses its purchasing power. So anyways, the metals are in bullish formations and our algorithm remains long. Until the algorithm changes, we will remain long and not concerned with news or opinions. Price action determines what we will do next. We are not influenced by anything or anybody with an opinion. So, he's kind of referring back to the same thing as opinions. You can tell he might have somewhat of a feeling about something, or something that someone said. But the opinions, they don't matter, but opinions are how you invest, right? Because opinions come with an action afterwards. And if you are using that opinion negatively, see, the speculation can definitely downturn things. And that's why you need to have your head in the game. Wipe away all the BS. Look at the markets realistically and use the three things that I think are the most important, which is patience, balance, and budgeting. Patience, having in the markets, not trying to get too finicky, not trying to always do something, whether it's buying, selling, trading, or holding. Sometimes holding off is the best option. It doesn't always mean you need to be buying or selling or trading, always doing something. And if you're doing that, if you're always looking to put some type of action or some type of move, some type of positioning in the markets, that's when you can get bit. Because sometimes holding off, waiting for the storm to blow over is the safest thing. Patience is a virtue. Patience is definitely key, especially in times like this where there can be extreme volatility. Now, balancing your portfolio is just as important, whether it's between gold and silver, whether it's between high premium and low premium silver. Balance is going to protect you against spot price. Is going to allow yourself to not only make profit in the near term, but in the longer term as well, right? I always tell beginners, if you're a beginner silver stacker, buy as much silver as you can for as cheap as possible, right? Build a foundation, get a nice hunk, whether it's 100 ounces, whether that's 1,000 ounces, get American Eagles low premium silver, buy as much cheap silver for as low as possible, but also remember, need to budget, and that's the third one, is budgeting. You don't want to be spending your entire paycheck. You don't want to be not being able to eat. You don't want to have to be short on rent just because you're buying silver. You want to have balance, and you want to be able to budget, because if not, then as soon as a medical bill emerges or your car breaks down, you're going to have to sell some of that silver at a loss anyways, so you don't want to fall victim to that as well. So anyways, I thought this video was very interesting. I like how we can contrast each other, compare and contrast. I like how not everyone has the same opinions, and I like how even though we all have different opinions, we have one common denominator, and that's that we are all bullish on silver, and we all have a love for this white metal. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button. Let's see this video get 150 likes. Every single one of you, go hit the like button now. I definitely think we can reach that goal. It's definitely possible. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.